Hey guys, Bor here. How's it going? Today we're going over the update news. We just got it like an hour or two ago. Weird thing is, it's a Friday, and the update's not till Wednesday, so long time to wait. I'm so bored in the game, but whatever. I guess I can wait longer. Just play Fire Emblem Heroes, whatever. Um, but look how lazy they were, man. Like, look. Like, when I read this, it's gonna sound really weird. I'm sure some of you have already read it, but this is a hype update slash not hype update. It's hype if they go the way I want them to go, but I know that's not the way they're gonna go. And we can talk about that in a second. Type if you want Revere. Who cares? So, of course, the new Blood Knight's coming, Blood Knight Part 2. So we get the new story, we get Rivera, we get, she's also sharing the banner with Diaz. Diaz is a water sub-attacker. Their true equips are available. Hey, wonder if they're a true equip summon. Kind of hope they are. Because they don't say, whatever. But if they're true equips, there's going to be 10k summons. They don't say which units, so we'll probably know later. You can probably expect the same filler shit. So Riveria, Diaz, probably like Fen, Ram, Melia, Alsh, Grand Brave, and a bunch of other crap. So yeah, of course new packs. So yay! Alright, Riveria. Let's jump right into it. A lot of you seen her art already. A lot of you like the way she looks, but for me, she looks weird. I don't know how she stands like that. Like every time I look at her legs, I'm like, how the fuck? And then I try to mimic it, and I'm like, God, I can't stand like that. Whatever. We'll jump right into it. Her skill, 2800 true physical damage. Her own unique gauge goes up by 1500. Break force, 1000. 10 seconds CT. Every 10 seconds, 10 art. Cool. Her art, she's like a freed basically. 19,000 true physical damage. Each time you use it, your crit rate goes up to 50%. So it's 10% each time. You gotta use it 5 times to get the 50% crit rate. It's not 100% because she has a passive. We can get that in a second. Break force 2000. And then a true art. When she's in Magi Drive state, it's for 60 seconds, which is a lot lower than Barrack. But she's not really going to be needing to reapply her Magi Drive state because she does a lot of damage. She's a nuker. So, yeah, speed clear. So you don't really need it. And even if you do, it's not too bad. But when she does use her true art, she gives 42,000 true physical damage. When you use the Magi Drive, she gets 100 art. So it's not as detrimental either because you can just keep spamming, building up, and stuff like that. Especially with her event equips and her true weapon, and because of her slots. So yep, her passives. At the start of battle, your own gauge is 100 up. So she's like End. Every End has the same thing, where every time there's a new stage in a battle, you get 100 art. So she's able to just bing, 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 and kill all the stages really quickly, and help you speed clear, and of course build her stacks quicker. She has a 50% crit rate up at level 90, and her level 70 Magi Drive. Mystery Edge 100 up when you use Magi Drive, so same thing as True Art, it's just you using the Magi Drive. Your crit damage is 150% up, and damage is 30% up. So, yeah, a lot of damage buffs. Yeah, she's a nuker. She has a lot of damage when she is set up right. She's primarily used for speed clears on giant boss stages with lots of stages and things like that. Her downside is she's super squishy, and she needs, like, I guess she doesn't. I don't know why I'm thinking that. I'm thinking of Diaz right now, right? Like, yeah. But yeah, she's super squished. Not just hard to use her in regular content when you're trying to do like raids and things like that. Even in E-Mono, because E-Mare has a hard time keeping her alive. But alas, her slots, 5-star physical, 5-star magic, 4-star physical attack. So she can take advantage of her event equips, her true weapon, and she can run another 4-star attack like Leto if you were around for Estabent for some giant boss damage. Or Vulcans, just to, speed clear. Alright, next up is Diaz. Diaz looks super sweet. I've seen his art so many times. I never noticed the fucking Mihus or whatever the fuck they're called coming out of a portal, basically. It's so adorable. I like the way he looks. It's too bad he's not that great. So his skill, 8 seconds. He does HP natural recovery to all friends by 20. So, 20 times 8, whatever the fuck that is. I'm too lazy to do math. It's minor, right? It's like a crest passive. So yeah, that's kind of nice, passive healing. His art, 3500 water magic damage, unique gauge 30 up for all water units, and break force 2500. 30 instant art, I guess it's okay. I'd really like to see it like 40 or 50, because then it could actually be like really good. But because of another water unit that exists later on, it's pretty lackluster. Then his true art is 19,500 water magic damage. At the time of hit, HP 2,000 up for all allies are recovered. 8% damage. I don't know what the fuck that means. Give me a sec. 8% damage, huh? Fucking KM translations, man. What does it say here? Oh, for 8 seconds. Okay. Yeah, that's more like it. Alright. For 8 seconds, it increases all water elemental allies' art damage by 30%. There we go. Sorry about that. I just have to pay it up on the thing. Oh my god. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty nice. 30% damage buff. It's a heal. When he does hit, remember he has to hit, which you don't have a problem with, really. It's a true art. So, yeah, pretty nice. His slots are really cool, though, which we can jump into. He has a 5-star magic, a 5-star support, and a 4-star support. So he has, like, reverse fence slots, and we can talk about that in a second. This is also why I'm kind of hyped and kind of not hyped, because I know where they're going with this. Alright. So he has level 1 passive, which is fucking hilarious. I can't wait to run a team like this, and I kind of want to pull for him just to run a meme team like this. All status with water attributes Mikkun. 10% up. So he is 10% up to all water allies. Cool. But even cooler, in the case of Mikkun, this is the 2-star blue monster. Their entire status is 300% up. I'm dying about this. I want to run a team like this. I want to try to clear Awakening Giant bosses with like 3 Mikkons in it. Oh my god, it's great. Alright, and then level 90 passive, he is damage to fire attribute units, so yeah, whatever. But his slots are cool. I think the next one is various equips. So yeah, we're jumping into various equips. Yeah, great. Various equips. Various equips are, I don't know what the word is, like, underwhelming, but kind of nice. They're super niche. Right, so her true weapon, we had a big discussion about this in the advisor hideout on the official, and about whether you need, like, you don't need this, about whether it's worth it to get it or not, because of some future equips and things like that. And the way I see it is, and I haven't even read the stats yet, if there's a true equip banner, like, kind of like barracks, right, unless you're a whale, don't waste rainbow gems for it. If you happen to summon it from the true equip banner, cool. If not, oh well, it's not a big deal, alright? So, it's 14,000 tree physical damage, and if your tree attribute unit, which of course she is, what the fuck, your mystery gauge is 50 up, and break force 800. The problem with this, for one, it has a crazy long CT, like 100 seconds, yep, 100 seconds, and then it has some decent passes, and this is where we were jumping in on whether it's good to grab this or not. She has an accuracy 20% up on it, which is really nice for, like, if you want to run Princess Crest or something like that. And then she has damage 30% up, and then she's immune to paralysis and freezing. So the 30% damage up paired with the 50 art, because when she uses her true art, she only gets 100 art back when she activates her magic drive, so you want to get right back to getting her true art. So the 50 art's nice, and then you run a magic slot and a fizz slot or whatever else, or a support slot in another unit. You're able to instantly spam your true art right after you activate magic drive, which is awesome. If you're in a dungeon and you're, like, not taking advantage of the stage art. So that's nice. But same thing, it's really nice to have if you get it. Not a major thing. It doesn't make or break her. She's still really good without it. It just will help you kill things faster, of course. And, you know, not getting paralyzed or frozen when nuking is pretty nice to have too. Alright, her event equips, I'm not really happy about her event. Her event's pretty, like, lackluster. She's, like, the one I really don't care about. This is the fake version of her true weapon. It's 12,000 tree physical damage. If your tree unit, your unique gauge 30% up, your art gauge, break force 500, same thing. 100 second CT, so it's not usable by, like, Fen or something like that. You're still going to run an Estras or Elf Curious. And then it gives 10% accuracy. So it gives accuracy. It's kind of cool. If you guys are, like, struggling with 421 still, because you don't have accuracy items, this could be nice to run on the fizz slot, maybe, if you don't need, like, something else, just for the accuracy passive. And then if you run, like, the 3-star free item you're given, you could use that. But other than that, the only thing going for this equip is it's a really good arena equip because of how much damage it does in its range. And it's a good stage clear equip too if you're nuking. So, but other than that, you're not going to run this unless you're speed clearing or running arena, to be honest. So, yeah, not a big deal. I get like 2 or 3 of them. Alright, whatever. As for her magic, this is a 5-star magic. It's actually kind of decent. It's 1700 HP magic damage for 5 seconds, 20% up to attack, and your defense is 20% down. Break force 200. This is a 5-second CT, and it does you 5% more damage to water attribute units. So that's pretty nice because it stacks with your attribute advantage, or just base if you don't have it, or whatever, which is pretty cool. The nice thing about this equip is Heal Rem. I'm so hyped to play around with Heal Rem, and you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but every time Rem uses an equip, she gets like a 3% heal or something. If you have a true weapon, it's even more. But you're not gonna run a true weapon because you're running this. But if you run like Proteus and this, every 5 seconds you're getting like 6% HP, which is pretty funny. So yeah, I can't wait to run around with that. So that's the bonus for this. Other than that, 30% attack, or I'm sorry, 20% attack. It's meh. It's like a fucking Gamos basically, or a Gracia. Nobody uses those anymore. Damage. There's so many damage up equips now. It's like whatever. Even in Magic, like you'd much rather run like Alma hats or something to get your 20% or 10% damage buffs. That'll win. So yeah, pretty lackluster. Again, it is basically Toy Sword for Magic. Just doesn't give defense down on the enemy. It gives you attack up and gives you defense down, which is your side ability. But it's still pretty cool. I mean, maybe Edrum can run it. I don't know. Edrum's already pretty squishy. So we'll see. You know, same thing. Max like 2 of them. Alright, next thing is Diaz's true weapon. His true weapon's pretty awesome. And this is why I was talking about how he has the same slots as Fen. Because this is true Valkyria, basically. So 5,000 water damage, magic damage. At the time of hit, own HP is restored by 260. I don't know why it doesn't say it. But you also get your mystery gauge, 20 up for the hit. Gam had it wrong. They didn't even have it on the true weapon, which is weird. Which is pretty awesome though. So it's true Valkyria for Magic. And then it's passives. When equipped by Diaz, it increases your damage dealt by 20%. Heals you passively 100 HP. It doesn't stack with similar abilities, which means it doesn't stack with his skill. Which kind of sucks. Whatever. But then the other passive is the non-equipped one. Increases allies' HP by 5% and damage dealt by 15%. Does not stack with similar abilities. 35-second CT. Same thing with this one. If it's a true equipped banner and you happen to pull it, pretty cool. Just alone for the Magic of Curia, let alone like Diaz's potential. But the all allies' HP by 5% damage dealt by 15% on a passive is pretty awesome. And it's got a low CT, so pretty nice equip to have. So yeah, that's the known stuff that we know for sure is coming, right? And this stuff I'm not really too hyped for. What I'm hyped for is this. Yeah, I didn't take pictures of all the individual ones, but this is Diaz's event. Diaz and JP shared a banner with another unit. I forget his name, but he's like some fire ogre looking thing. But they didn't say anything about what events we're getting, so I still thought I should include it. But this is the event I want to come. Fuck Revere's event. This is the event I want to come. But like we still have we got Kane, and we didn't get Kane's event. So I'm worried we're not gonna get him this event until like the ogre comes out or whatever. Just like how like we got Mixie, but we didn't get Mixie's event until like later on, you know, when Joe came out or whatever, or Talus, whoever else it was. So yeah. But the nice thing about this event, if it does come, again, it's a fake, which is literally Magic Valkyria. That's exactly what it is. It's the same thing as Valkyria, unhit 20 art and stuff like that, which is awesome. Like this is like must have. Like you want to get like 4 or 5 because you never know how many you're going to use. Same thing with Valkyria and stuff. Especially with like a lot of units having 5-star Magic slots now, you really want to have like good Magic equips stocked up. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The 4-star support item, meh. Damage up. I'd much rather have the giant boss D's Volta giant damage up equip. And then this 5-star sword, fire attribute physical damage when the enemy is broken, 50% crit up for 15 seconds, which is pretty cool. It's a physical crit item, so you don't need to have Duck Bag, which if this event does come, it kind of opens up new players not choosing Duck Bag as their 5-star ticket and going for like Freeze Bow or something to help them clear Edrum quicker. But yeah, guys, that's the news. Comes Wednesday. So yeah, sorry I was a little long video. Sorry I like went off topic for a week. But yeah, I hope you guys are pretty hyped. I hope you guys get luck with your summoning. I hope you guys are having fun farming Paulus Crest this week. So yeah, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a great day.